Yesterday we learned a breaking news about Tesla Semi's future, which will really change the future of trucking. Tesla is aiming to build charging stations for electric trucks along a route of about 1,800 miles from Texas to California. With this network, electric trucks from various manufacturers, not only from Tesla Semi, could be charged for deliveries in Texas, Arizona, and California. This would be a great importance for the country to achieve its carbon-free goals, friends. Tesla is aiming to build charging stations for electric trucks on a route linking Texas to California. The company is asking for about $100 million, to be more precise, $97 million, to build 9 charging stations from Texas to California, while the manufacturer also intends to partially finance the construction on their own. They will be located from the southern border of Texas to northern California, according to emails seen by Bloomberg. What do we make of this? It looks like of this 100 million, some people say it's 120 million, others say it's 97 million. Anyway, let's say it looks like out of this 100 million, it will cost about $13 million for each of the commercial Tesla MegaCharging stations that will be used by Tesla Semi trucks and other trucks. That will include 12 charging units at each location. These charging stations should also bring solar canopies and megawatt battery storage for reduced energy cost. Tesla, focusing on building out the infrastructure, will help the rest of the industry with sales, adoption of their electric independent commercial long and short haul trucks. The larger corporations such as PepsiCo, which already uses Tesla Semi trucks, Walmart, and etc., will already have their chargers at their manufacturing and distribution hub and their centers, supporting their designated delivery routes. Usually a lot of them are just 1 day or 2 day routes, which can be done by one charging. Now, this route would also support Tesla manufacturing between Fremont, Texas, and New Mexico. This is important. Some of you may ask, why is not Tesla doing from east, west, coast to coast? Well, Tesla is supporting its own manufacturing route between Fremont, Texas, and New Mexico, moving parts between locations. And this is also, I will not be surprised if Tesla also continues this all the way to Mexico to support moving parts from Gigafactory Mexico once it's ready. So look for that news in the next coming year. This will be a good test route for the first wave of truckers making the transition to an electric semi-truck like Tesla Semi, which may offer valuable data for many more needed charging routes throughout the United States. These stations should include restrooms and eventually add a convenience stores as usage of these truck stops may be used. The trucking industry, they call them truck stops, and they already exist in quantity. Tesla may also build around them, I don't know, or maybe totally new ones. And just like the default superchargers are placed in carefully selected locations, the same will be done here. There is no reason to think these Tesla Semi chargers will be placed on isolated sites, of course. And one major advantage is that the infrastructure may actually be cheaper in the long run, since they will not need to add telescoping air conditioning units like you see in gas rigs. Also, if you could segregate the electric vehicle from the gas engines, you would notice a much better sound reduction. The little details matter. I mean, these will be truck stops or charging stations which will have much better sound systems. Tesla offered to equip each station with 8 750 kilowatt chargers that would fit Tesla Semi trucks. In addition, they will be equipped with 4 electric truck chargers made by competitors. If successful, it will be the first charging network of its kind in the United States, friends. This network of charging stations will enable long-distance electrified freight transportation from Texas to California, as I mentioned. By the way, forgive my accent, is it freight or freight? I assume freight, huh? In addition, it will be open to access to regional transportation in Texas, Arizona, and California. Moreover, the route will also allow transportation from the Mexican state, like I said, I want to state that again, Mexican state Nuevo León to the United States. It will be one big line, think of special superchargers for Tesla semi or semi trucks all the way from Nuevo Leon, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and all the way to Northern California. And from there, I think there is already one being built to a place, I think I forgot the name of the city, but it's in between California and Gigafactory in Nevada. So you can also move transport things and goods and parts for Tesla vehicles all the way to Gigafactory in Nevada. The United States relies heavily on commercial trucks to transport goods, and there are major transporting routes. However, they greatly pollute the environment. Okay, in 2021, trucks accounted for 1.1% of vehicles in the United States, but were responsible for, look at this, 17.9% of emissions. 1% of vehicles does 17%, actually 18% of emissions, because it's 17.9. Therefore, the government, I think, should be interested in switching to electric trucks in order to limit greenhouse gas emissions in this sector. Tesla has a lot of cash. I just don't know why they asked the government and taxpayers for $100 million investment in this, because Tesla can do it itself. But Tesla probably thinks, hey, the government should be interested in this. This is good for the infrastructure of the country and so on. That's why Tesla is probably appealing to government and states, taking advantage of, they probably have special funds and fundings for anything green energy, green transportation, and things like that. Now, Tesla executives have told Texas officials, according to this report, that the corridor, semi-truck charging corridor, electric semi-truck charging corridor, may qualify for federal grants to be made available as part of a major new bipartisan infrastructure program created to modernize U.S. transportation system. Among other purposes, Tesla asked government officials to write a letter in support of a large charging project to be included in its funding application, which was filed in June. Now we're in August. Let's see how things turned out. A spokesperson for the U.S. Department of Transportation's Federal Highway Administration, which oversees the grants, said the agency is currently reviewing applications, so that's a good news. The recipients are expected to be announced later this year, so it may take a couple of months until we learn more about this. This is why, friends, please, if you are here first time, subscribe to this channel, as I'm going to update and follow up on this news. California's South Coast Air Quality Management District led the bid on Tesla's behalf. Aaron Kotzenstein, an executive at the office's Technology Advancement Unit, said Tesla is seeking $97 million for federal money and plan to put up $24 million itself. So this is how it becomes $120 million. 97 from the government, $24 million from Tesla, to build this route for Tesla semi-trucks or general semi-trucks from California to Arizona, and which something tells me that will continue later all the way to Gigafactory in Nuevo Leon in Mexico. The approximately 1,800-mile route begins in Laredo, Texas. Do we have anyone from Laredo? It's Laredo, Laredo, Texas. It is about 240 miles from Tesla's Austin headquarters. You know, once you charge in Laredo, Texas, your next charge will be in Austin. I'm sure they will have one there. And 150 miles from a new factory the company is building in Nuevo Leon, Mexico. You probably will do it from Austin and drive all the way to Nuevo Leon. Obviously, the company will be transporting a lot of components and electric vehicle parts, vehicles every day. So building a charging network for electric trucks makes a lot of sense environmentally. What do you think, friends? Let me know your thoughts about this, about anything you will add to this. This is Armen Hareyan from TalkNews.com. Please visit us, support us with super thanks or buying products from my product list. God bless you, and I'll see you soon in our next report.